Okay, you know what I said we were gonna do. Hang on. No, I said we were gonna do 3. We're gonna do 4.
4. I wanted to do 4 anyway.
Yeah. The I forgot the game's the port was kind of janky, so the controllers don't fully work. You have to plug in a different type of controller in order to get it to work.
Gotcha.
Because, you can't, nothing's easy. I'm this close to being like, you know what, screw this, I'm playing Magic. Okay, make it stop. Why can't I can't even skip the friggin' intro. There we go. Alright. Oh my god. Why is this stressful? Why? You know what? You were supposed to select the game. I just want to point that
out. I did. Worms. What happened to it? We can't play Worms?
We should be able to. We should be able to play Worms. The Steam Anywhere thing works. I mean that.
Oh, yeah.
So we could still play Worms.
It's totally up to you. I mean, we can continue on with the One Piece 4. Or if One Piece 4 isn't working, we can do Chinese mythology. It's okay.
No, it's not okay. It's never okay. Nothing is okay anymore. Okay. Hang on. System. Options. Select player. Who do you think is controlling this? Okay. Where's my video options, please? There we go. Full screen. No. Beautiful. Okay. That's what I want. Now, I wonder if I can invite you directly. Nope. So this is going to be a Steam Anywhere thing. Oh, hang on. I should probably try to actually record this. That usually helps too. I mean, I am recording it, but it's the wrong game. There we go. All right, Pirate Warriors. Oh, there's Pirate Warriors. Beautiful. Window size is completely wrong. Let's fix that. There, great. Looks great. Okay, cool. We're back in business. Everything's recording. Are you moving? Move. Do something. Move. There you go. Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Right.
Making sure.
Some max headroom.
Okay, send remote. Here we go.
Follow this link to join remote
Please do.
game.
Please do.
Both of them are there. Ooh, okay, 11:58. That one. Got it.
All right. RuneSword is joined. All right.
Game. Let's go.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Pirate Warriors 4. Here we go. Fun fact: Luffy, he's the main character. His voice actress, because he's voice acted by a woman, same voice actress who voice acted Yunosuke from Mauricio Zero.
Awesome.
Yes. So I just felt like you should know that. You're gonna get a lot of trivia from me out of this, so I apologize. Let's just start. Let's do like we'll do a treasure log, just so you can get an idea what you're getting into here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pick a mission, something that doesn't seem totally nuts.
Gosh.
We'll try this one. Okay. Go ahead and hit start.
Okay.
Okay, cool. You're there. Okay, so I'm gonna select my player first. This is the Straw Hat Crew. These are your main characters in the story.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna get into their long backstories. Each one has a long tragic backstory, and it's great. It's fantastic stuff. Frankie's he's a robot. Here's a bunch of random pirates that you meet. I would say these two are off limits. These are like overpowered to the extreme.
Okay.
So I wouldn't go there quite yet. More pirates.
Oh my God, there's so many characters.
Yes. Well, and this game doesn't even have as many characters as the other one did.
Oh wow. Okay. Other.
I've been caught. Oh, characters they're great. I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna be one of the Straw Hats.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Zoro. Zoro's great.
Okay.
Okay, so now you're selecting. So
I mean, I have no idea.
go. I honestly go with Luffy. I would go with Luffy. Go down.
Oh.
Keep going. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Go start with Luffy, the captain. Typical shonen anime fashion. Luffy's kind of an idiot. But
okay.
he's he's an idiot with a heart of gold.
Yes.
We're not going to mess with any of the skills and stuff. We'll just go for it. So go down to set sail.
Set sail. Whoa. Okay. So why is the super attack?
So why should be your normal attack, I think.
Oh.
Try different button combinations, like XXXY or vice versa.
Oh. My hand became a giant ball.
Yes. Yes, he's like Mr. Fantastic if Mr. Fantastic was cool. Instead of just being like, yeah, I'm a smart guy, but, it's kind of lame. I use my ability to get coaxed from the other side of the room.
Defeated 500 enemies.
Already, yeah. Yeah, you're killing me already, jeez. So if you hold down RB, if you hold down the RB button,
Oh, RB?
RB,
Okay.
there you go. Now you can push one of those, and that'll unleash a super. But make sure you're facing an enemy when you do it.
Okay. Oh, whoa. His foot grew huge and he stomped on.
You should really get into One Piece. It is a really cool series. Unfortunately, so the comics right now, the manga, graphic novels alone in the U.S. it just reached 100.
What?
Yes,
100
there are
graphic
100
novels?
there are 100 volumes of this series.
Gee.
It's been going on for like 20 years. And no, it's great, honestly. Rachel's actually reading back through it right now. She's close to halfway through it. And it is a really good series, quite honestly. It's just a lot to take in. I mean, the anime is over 1,000 episodes. That I would never recommend. Because that's just murder. Alright, so we should be following the map. I think I'm following you. Yeah. If you push in on the right stick, you'll lock on to like the boss targets.
Oh, okay. Whoa, what? This is insane. There's so much going on.
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
Those are our guys. Oh, not that guy. So we got one of the bosses on our side, it looks like.
What is that? Wait, so we turned... He's joined us now?
Yes, yeah, it looks like he's following us. The guy with the ice powers.
Oh, cool.
Alright, let's head down these stairs. Looks like there's targets.
Okay. 1,000 KO.
Yeah, you're killing me. So each area on the map, you see how there's red and blue on the map?
Oh yeah, okay.
You can conquer the various areas and basically replace the enemy forces with your own forces. So you slowly take over the map and make it easier. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to OBS real quick.
What's the plants that are on the ground? Little...
Oh, I think that's one of the that's Usopp. He's one of our crew members. That's one of his attacks. He's planting things. I mean, literally planting plants. He's a sniper. And yeah, he doesn't use bullets or anything. He uses like this giant like slingshot thing. Oh, there it goes. So yeah, see above where it says Shipbuilding Island South? That red bar? If you beat that leader now that's right there, there you go, we just took it over. Shipbuilding Island, now it's blue.
Alright, so now we can head to... Oh, I'm the am I the purple arrow or the green arrow?
You are purple.
Okay, so now we can go over that way.
Yes, I'm following you. But I don't know why I'm following you. Like you know where you're going.
God. Let me think.
Nope.
This.
Well, the amusing thing is that the character that I am now, Zoro, has the absolute worst sense of direction. You tell him to go left, and he goes like down. So yeah, me leading the way isn't smart either.
That's awesome.
There we go. Yeah, there's actually a One Piece movie out right now. It came out in August in Japan, and it was like #1 in the Japanese box office for weeks. It's coming out, I think, in October, stateside, either October or November. Reese is like super jazzed about that. It's not gonna. I mean, we're gonna have to like, go out of town to like an actual city to see it. But we actually years ago, before COVID, there was a One Piece movie that came out. And we traveled like an hour and a half to a city called Hickory, where it was playing. And yeah, he just had a ball with it. It was the coolest thing.
Awesome.
So yeah, we're really looking forward to the next one coming out, just so we can do that.
Is the anime like this, or is this just this type of game? Like,
this is really just the type of game. I mean, this is you are playing a Musou title, right? This is it's you versus the world. Don't get me wrong, there are crazy fight scenes in the game, or in the game, in the anime. And some, I mean, really, really cool moments. Like I said, I've been reading it for years, and I really enjoy the series. But especially as the series goes on, the fights get bigger and bigger. And you do get like massive army battles where it's like one person versus 1,000.
Oh wow. Okay, now all of the blue is out of here, this corner. Okay, I'm gonna head up towards you.
Yeah, I'm going to this. There's a circle over here. That's a target that we need to take out.
Ooh.
Yeah, on my controller, the east button, which is A for me, does a dash that kind of tears through the armies. Yes, Zoro is a three-sword style. He fights with one sword in his mouth, which is great.
What? Oh, we won.
Yep.
Nice.
3,500 enemies taken out? Not bad.
And
Not bad.
S grade is
The highest.
the highest?
Yep.
Oh. Sweet.
Then a whole bunch of rewards.
Now our boat's level 3.
Oh no, our Reese has like cleaned through this game. That's why like most of these have S ranks already.
Oh, we're playing the missions. Oh,
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah, these are just like bonus missions. I just wanted to give you an idea of what you were getting into.
Oh, okay, cool.
There is a story mode. If you wanted to go that direction. Your call.
I think we need to turn that A into an S. I don't know why.
Yeah, that A does suck.
Yeah.
Let's. All right. Oh, yeah. Make sure you hit start here.
Oh, start. Oh, this one.
All right. So I'm gonna switch it up now. Frankie's awesome. I'm gonna go with Robin. Robin has cool powers. In the series, there are these things called devil fruits. That's where everybody gets their abilities. Typically, first thing when you find one, you don't know what it does. You're taking a chance. It could be some really cool power, or it could be the dumbest thing ever. Like you get to turn into a giraffe. The drawback is that you lose the ability to swim. And as a pirate, it's kind of important. So yeah, Luffy obviously he ate the gum fruit is what it's called, so he can turn into rubber. Robin's ability is she can clone herself and parts of her body wherever she wants. Yeah, she's crazy. She's really cool. Not all of the Straw Hats have abilities. Brooks, for example, his ability was that he could basically come back to life once. Which, when he died, his soul got lost. So he spent so long trying to find his body that his body decayed and was just a skeleton.
Oh my god.
So that's why he's a skeleton. That's the type of story it is. It's fantastic. Chopper is actually a reindeer. He ate the human fruit, which gave him the ability to basically turn human. None of the other Straw Hats right now have devil fruits. Frankie is an actual cyborg. He got hit by a train and rebuilt himself. It's great. The story is hilarious. It really is cool. But the thing is, as ridiculous as all of these stories sound, like Brooks, is tragic. It's he has the dumbest reason for looking the way he does, but his backstory is just horrible. It's like, oh man, I'm sorry I laughed at you. All right, I'm going with Robin. So
Okay.
you don't have to stick with the Straw Hats. You can be somebody else if you want.
What's her deal?
Nami, she's the navigator and a thief. She can control the weather. That's not her. That's not. She doesn't have a devil fruit. Her weapon allows her to manipulate the atmosphere around her. So yeah, she can manipulate the weather, and create lightning bolts and stuff. Usopp again, no devil fruit. He's a sharpshooter.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Sanji again does not have a devil fruit, but he's a chef. He attacks purely with kicks, and he is obsessed with women.
I think I'll go with the Storm over here.
Nami is cool. Nami is cool. Nami and Robin. That's a good selection. All right. Again, well, let's just go into it.
Okay. Hit, lightning. Okay. Oh wow!
Yes.
Look at those attacks. That's crazy. Okay. Oh, Luffy is pretty OP
Yes.
compared to these other characters. Okay.
And yeah, I mean, that is one thing. And most Musou are like that too. Despite the fact that there are so many of them, each character really has their own strategy.
Alright.
Oh, there's a leader. Alright, got it. Nice.
Blasted them with lightning.
Alright, yep. Looks like we're heading the right direction.
Hands and legs just slapping everything.
It's fantastic. Well, no, like one of her notable attacks in the anime is she sprouts arms onto your body, and then she basically bends you over backwards and just cracks your back. It's fantastic.
Hands.
Ooh, broke something. I haven't really been paying attention to like what our mission is. Probably should have read that.
Do we have it? I didn't even know we had a mission. I thought it was just kill all the enemies.
There are definitely missions.
Oh,
We need to head south.
okay.
There's something's going on down there.
Alright, I'll follow you.
Oh yeah, somebody's in trouble. We gotta get down there. We're coming.
Whoa.
There we go. Alright, rescue Tashigi, that's good. Alright, so we took this area.
Yeah, okay.
So let's
So
head
all the way north?
north. Yeah. Alright, commander right here. North.
Smoker is struggling.
Uh-oh. We're coming, Smoker. Hang in there.
Whoa, look at that golden guy.
Yes. Sengoku. Yeah. So the Marines are basically the Navy, and obviously the side of law. So they're technically good guys, but not for pirates. Smoker, Tashigi, Sengoku, always are Navy or Marines. So I guess we'll head this way. Should be a pirate. Oh, there's a pirate leader. Take them out and we take the stage. Or take this. There we go. Central town is ours.
There's so much going on that it's hard
know.
to
I know.
do it. Mr. 3?
Yes, Mr. 3 was part of a criminal organization. Robin was actually part of that too. He has wax abilities. He can create wax out of his body. Which he typically uses to make like statues and stuff, but he can make shields and stuff out of just really hard wax. He kind of sucks, but at the same time, he still puts up a fight. Trying to figure out where we need to be going.
Yeah.
Capture North Harbor District and cut off enemies' escape. I'm in Central Town. Where's North Harbor? I'm gonna head down, just in case this red area here. Or are you in North Harbor? You're in North Harbor right now.
I guess I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in North Harbor District. Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, take... You've almost got it. I just went around in a big circle, just... for whatever reason.
Blast him. Alright, cool. Defeated.
Alright,
Should be a
capture
guy.
North Harbor. Yep, got that. Enemy pirates have begun attacking North Harbor District to recapture the escape route. Gotcha. Bartolomeo. Cavendish.
Night. Okay.
Bartolomeo has a devil fruit. He can create invisible barriers that are basically shields that cannot be broken. He's also not really a good pirate. Like he and his crew, like they get seasick. They don't really know how to use their ship. They became pirates because he was such a big fan of Luffy.
Of course. It's like the most anime reason ever.
Oh yeah.
I'm your biggest fan. I will be just like you.
He has like all of their wanted posters up in this little shrine on his boat, on his ship, and some of them have autographs.
Crap.
The
Wrong spot. We're supposed to be fighting.
let's see, who are we supposed to be fighting? Give the enemy commanders Bartolomeo and Cavendish speak. Oh, okay. I'm in the wrong area.
Yeah, I gotta loop around and go to the right. Here. Okay. Oh, Cavendish. Okay.
I see Cavendish also. Cavendish is the exact opposite. He was tired of Luffy and other similar pirates getting all the attention. So he decided to try to beat them on his own terms. They both become Luffy's allies later. Cavendish, however, suffers from a disease where he'll fall asleep and basically turn into like this total psychopath. So the arc where they met, it takes place in this town. Luffy participated in like this Coliseum battle, but he had to keep himself disguised because he's a wanted pirate. So basically, he puts on a beard and names himself Lucy, so nobody figures out who he is.
Of course.
There we go. There we go.
Awesome, we got an S.
Reese will be pleased with that.
Nice.
Clean that up. Nami's tough to use. She definitely doesn't have Luffy's mobility. These are all S ranked. Oh, here's some.
Oh, it's ass ranked. We need to fix that.
Alright. Oh, hit start.
Start. Okay.
Alright, let's see. So, these two, and actually Shanks here, there are 4 emperors of the sea. They are part of the emperors. And I mean, they have that title for a reason. They are monsters. Big Mom is terrifying, actually.
Her name is Big Mom.
Yes. she does have a devil fruit. Hers is just so weird. Um, she can basically take parts of your soul and infuse them into whatever she wants, and then it becomes animated.
Oh, weird.
And I mean, she could take chunks of your life out and age you. I mean, she's creepy.
Oh,
Kaido, is just a brute. His devil fruit is he turns into a dragon.
he's the giant mustache. Okay.
Yeah, and he is just again, he himself is a monster. Shanks, to my knowledge, does not actually have a devil fruit. He's just a badass.
Oh, okay.
He was the one who inspired Luffy to become a pirate. They're friends from way back when. Teach. All right. These are like rival pirates here.
Oh.
Beige. Jinbei's a fish man. Crocodile is just awesome. I love Crocodile. Hancock's cool. Navy. Let's see. Sorry, I'm gonna go with. Ivankoff's great. I'm not even gonna try to explain Ivankoff. That's just. I'm gonna go with Crocodile.
Okay. I think you had me with Fishman.
Jinbei is cool. Yes.
Life, stamina, attack, defense is all low.
Yeah, let's see. We can increase that. We can fix that. That's like the money we've been earning and stuff like that goes towards that.
Okay.
So we can
Beef them up.
Yeah. So go to select growth map. All right, and this page looks like this is 100%. So hit RB. All right.
100.
There you go.
1%.
So basically, you can start buying stuff here to increase. That increases his life, his attack.
And his stamina gauge.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just start selecting it.
Start selecting?
Yeah. Yep, and just keep going. I mean, we've got 3 million to spend, and we can get it back fast. So now he's level 14.
Right.
While you do that, I'll be right back. I'm grabbing a drink.
Okay.
I'm back.
All right.
Oh my god, what are you doing?
Spending all your money.
That's good, that's fine.
Keep going, like.
Oh yeah.
I don't even.
Well, you've got 300 grand left.
Oh my god, we threw $3 million.
We'll get it back. We'll get it back.
Oh, okay. All right, I think that's all I can spend now. Oh wait. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you were all level 10. Now you're 316s and 14.
Oh wow, that was fast. Okay. All right, cool. Oh, since the last page to fill stuff up.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, awesome. Let me go back up, and then just go down to set sail.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So Crocodile was and still kind of is a villain. He's worked with Luffy before, but on easy terms. He's basically Sandman. He can turn into sand and draw moisture from things, including people.
Oh wow.
Jinbei has a complicated history. He's actually a member of the Straw Hats now. Spoiler. He became one of the crew members.
Cool.
Which is cool, because he's just He's just a really cool character. He's a whale shark man. No devil fruit. He's just a badass.
Cool.
Whee!
That's awesome.
Oof. There you go.
He's got great attacks.
I should follow you. Oh, Mr. 2.
He's not very fast, but that's okay.
Well, he's a big guy. Let's be fair.
Luffy needs help? Is that
It's
what it
huge.
is?
Luffy seems fine. He's like right here.
Oh. That is like it.
Yes, the it's funny. The alerts are a bit slow.
Okay.
Okay, we need to be going. Oh wait, there's something appeared to the
Top right.
yeah
Yeah,
east there.
I'm almost there.
Oh, bugger.
Oh yeah, there's Luffy. Yes.
Mr. 2's great. He really is. I can't quite explain him. He's just a cool character.
Can we do it here?
Yeah, we defeated Brule. She's gone. Submission.
Thanks, sweetie.
He's great.
There's Luffy now. He's on the other side. Okay, cool.
Oops. There he goes.
Attack.
Ooh, my... Oh, Pirate Commander. Oof. Nice.
Alright.
There goes Mr. 2.
Mr. 2, Mr. 3.
Yes, so... Crocodile is the leader of that criminal organization. And all of the lieutenants have code names. All of the men, they're partnered. So... all of the men have numbers, and all of the women have holiday. So there's Miss Merry Christmas, Miss Valentine's, stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, honestly, like I like Crocodile, but he was a despicable villain, really despicable. But then, he comes back years later, and it's like, he's still terrible, but it's like, it's just one of those things where you're happy to see him, because it's like, he's a badass, and in the story, it's like, you needed a badass to help. It's like, alright. It's like Batman teaming up with Joker, briefly,
okay.
It's like, oh, okay, cool, these two are crazy. They'll work great together. And they do for a little bit. And then, Joker decides to, blow up a school bus or something, Yeah. I'm gonna have to teach here, Blackbeard. He's gone.
Oh, nice. Dude, he's cool. I like him. He's definitely a little easier to use than what's her name?
Nami, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up towards that circle on to the west. Doflamingo. Speaking of despicable, yeah, he was an awful villain. He has a devil fruit. His ability is he basically control clouds. And he basically turns the clouds into strings, and basically becomes a marionette operator. He can control anybody by wrapping invisible strings around him.
By wrapping invisible strings around. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Oh, sweet, did it.
How'd we do though? Nice.
Yes.
There you go. All right.
Yeah. Awesome.
Well, not a bad amount of money there. That works.
Yeah. All right, cool.
You want to do one more?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it. Hunting
The
first.
worst. Let's do it. All right. Who am I going to go with this time? Oh, yeah. Good catch. God, some of these characters. I don't know. I kind of want to go overpowered just because it's funny.
Yeah, do it. I'll be the dragon guy if you're
Deal.
Big Mama.
Yeah, Big Mom is yes. Go with Kaido.
Later.
And they are big. These are very large characters. They really are terribly overpowered.
Awesome. Oh my god, look at
yeah.
big old brute. Great. Oh my god, they are huge.
I told you,
Jeez.
no, they're massive.
Oh. Oh my god. That's insane. Okay.
I'm in the way. That's me, sorry.
The world's on fire. Oh my god.
Yeah, you can transform.
Oh.
But hold down RB.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And you want the dragon form there.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go after this leader and turn into dragon. Okay, yeah, definitely a bit overpowered.
Just
oh my
slightly.
God. Teach. Alright.
There's Teach. It's like I can't even see who I'm fighting. I'm just pushing buttons.
Jeez.
Well, and to be fair, this is what they're basically like in the series. I mean, they are just unstoppable monsters.
Just charged him and smacked him with my giant club. It was great.
I love her. Oh, I love Big Mom.
Meter over here? Okay, cool. Now I guess we go south.
Kaido and Big Mom actually served on the same crew in the past, so they kind of sort of get along. They're also not above killing each other though, so you know, it's a pirate thing.
Little treasure chest.
You could see it?
On the map. Oh yeah. How do you... Oh, cool. Oh, it was already full life. Oops. Oh, Mr. 3. Okay. Guess what, Mr. 3? Feeling the dragon. Burninating the countryside.
Gotta take over this town. Where's the leader? Oh. Jeez. There's the leader. We took that. Oh, somebody's still alive.
Look at the target in this giant dragon. Because I'm knocking them all around. There we go. Ace is down.
Oh, poor Ace. Ace is Luffy's brother.
Oh. Okay, let's go this way. Fire commander.
But he's like the smart brother. He's unlike Luffy. He's not a total idiot. He had the flame fruit, so he basically is a fire elemental.
Oh.
I said certain devil fruits are more powerful than others. The elemental stuff, definitely. Oh, hang on, I'll be right back. My cat is scratching at the door. Hang on.
Okay, go for it.
Alright.
Good dragon.
Okay, I'm back.
She's too big for this spot.
I know.
Die, Diamante. Got him.
It's tough. Like I said, it's a... Yeah, I think it's beige. I think it's pronounced beige. He has a devil fruit, which is interesting. He basically can turn his body into a castle, and you can hide inside of him, inside his castle. It's very weird.
Oh, wow. That's weird.
Wow, I am just like wandering around in the desert here. I'm gonna get out of here.
1,000 KO.
There we go.
Nice. Did we do it? I don't even see
Something's
him
still
rhythm.
going on. Where to?
Yeah, there's no more red on the map. Weird. Oh, over here? Oh wow, there was like 5 enemies left.
Some guys have appeared.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here we go. Pirate Commanders. Kid is essentially Magneto.
I'm coming.
There you go. Giant dragon.
Awesome.
Ah,
SS.
there you go. That's a big mom. She lives on Whole Cake Island, and it's just this whole archipelago of islands that are each one is based around a food.
Oh my god.
It's great.
That's awesome.
It's really tough because it is a series I absolutely recommend, but it's just like it's so daunting. I don't feel like it's a series you could just like start anywhere. It's like it really does help to start from the beginning. But I mean, I've never read a series that's gone on as long as this. Even Dragon Ball was relatively short compared to this, and I don't know. It is really entertaining. It can be totally stupid. It really can, and that's part of the charm. It's just how ridiculous it is. The characters are endearing, absolutely.
Awesome. That's cool.
So that is a pretty decent example of what a Musou title is like.
All right, that's cool.
They vary in quality. Again, the One Piece games actually aren't bad, but of course, being based off of a property, I still feel like they're kind of limited. The Dynasty Warriors is definitely a lot of fun. So if we do a Musou title again, I would recommend trying Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, all right, cool.
It's a little like this. These are nuts. Like these are really chaotic. Dynasty Warriors isn't. I feel like it's toned down just slightly. It can still get pretty out of hand. But it's I don't know. It's still a Musou title. It's still you versus 100 people, thousands of people taking him out. And it's all good. So
I mean, but think about all the properties you can do that with, right? I mean, the heroes are always generally super overpowered anyway to standard enemy. Like insert Jedi against, the 1,000 droids.
A Jedi Musou title or a Star Wars Musou title, I would be all over that.
Yeah,
How fun would that be?
Using force powers.
Exactly. You versus the droid army. Yeah. The Republic just crumbles. The Trade Federation, that's what it is, or whatever.
That's right. Droidicas. Yeah.
Is it legal? Oh no, totally. Go ahead.
Sorry. So, I downloaded or got VR set up for Josh, and bought Contractors. It's a $20 like first
Oh
person
yes, I've heard of
type
it.
shooter.
Yeah, it has a bunch of mods. Yeah.
They just released Halo mods and Battlefront mods. So the game is Contractors, right?
Hmm.
It is a little bit frustrating. Well, I said it was frustrating because it's not Halo. It's you have to actually grab the magazine
Mm.
and reload it manually or eject the cartridge and then pull back the handle or whatever. So it takes more steps than I like to do, which is just shoot and then
Yeah,
shoot outside the screen to
exactly.
reload. That's what I like to do. But it had like all of obviously Spartan skins. You had the blade. I'm losing the name of the
I saw
weapon
that.
now. Um, all of the needler. So it was actually really fun to play in some of those maps. And then I played the one of the Battlefront
Mm.
skins where droids versus clones, which is actually pretty neat too. But again, it's the same VR experience just with different skins, but in
Right.
kind of it's like that just that wave of nostalgia that kind of rushes over you.
So, um, I've been following it. I have not tested it yet because being sick,
Oh,
VR would
oh,
have been not the
would have been
smartest of
yakking
moves.
really quick. Yeah.
So I haven't had a chance to test it yet. But there is a couple of VR news things. First thing, Half-Life 2. There's the Half-Life 2 VR mod out now,
Mm.
which I've downloaded. I haven't tried it yet. It's supposed to be amazing, so yay for that.
Awesome.
That could open the door to other things like Portal and whatnot. So
Oh
so
wow.
so setting that aside, um, there's also I come to find out VR mods for the Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3 remakes, which are supposed to be
Mm.
good. There's a VR mod for FF7,
What?
which I really want to try because that would be ridiculous. The remake, obviously, not the original, which would be
Oh,
funny. Not
that
gonna
would be
work.
hilarious.
Um, Now,
Wow.
on top of all that, there is a big mod project going on. Excuse me, where it basically any game that runs off of an Unreal engine can
Mm.
be modified to run in VR.
Oh.
Um, and this is a legit thing that's happening, and it is happening quickly. Uh, so, I mean, the, a ton of titles run off of Unreal now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Soul Calibur 6. We just pulled that up earlier.
Um. Oh
Um,
my God. Imagine that in VR.
right.
That's
Um,
wow.
but so that the realm of VR ports is absolutely like expanding exponentially.
Yeah.
I'm super excited to see where this is going because it's progressing really quickly.
Yeah.
Um, Now, what's going to happen is that these mods will be released. I think one of the Battlefront games runs off of Unreal, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm.
Um, but they won't be optimized. So you'll be able to go into it VR, but the UI is going to be all screwed up and weird.
Oh.
However, it's not going to take much to optimize. I mean, people will do it. They'll figure it out.
Mm.
Um, so patience is what I'm trying to say.
I mean,
There is going to be some really cool VR stuff in the near
yes.
future. Um, in addition to what's out there now. So yeah, I still want to get uh, a game of Quake 3
Mm.
streamed,
Yes.
recorded.
Yeah.
I still want to do that. Um, like I said, I'm not in any condition for VR quite yet, which sucks because I really want to play.
Yeah.
Uh, but I mean, I'm still. It's weird. I just get these like hypersensitive moments. Like there, I was doing fine there. Um,
Mm.
but like I'll watch like the boys play Minecraft, or I'll play Minecraft, and I'll be like, I'm done. I can't look at it anymore. I'll
Wow.
start feeling motion sick just from playing, Minecraft on the television. Um,
Ooh,
so yeah,
that's not good.
the hypersensitivity, I'm ready for that to go away. That sucks. Uh, it's getting better. Eh,
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
um,
I hope you get there soon, dude. I
oh,
mean,
I appreciate it.
that's just awful. I mean, that feeling of dizziness or
Yeah.
what vertigo almost, it's just God, it's so
Well,
disorienting and
yeah, and
just
especially when it's something like being triggered by something that I typically don't have a problem with, you know?
right,
I'm like,
right.
why is this triggering this? This sucks. Um,
Yeah.
so, but
Well,
yeah.
I mean, it was a pandemic, so they knew that you played video games and it was targeted specifically to you. So sorry, I
My
don't want you to get demonetized.
my
I
phone
support.
is set up for 5G. I screwed myself over, didn't I? I said, all of the my smart bulbs here are all tied to a 5G network.
That's. I'm
So
telling you,
when I started
man.
when I started activating them, I I didn't listen. I'm sorry. I didn't listen.
You're going to get controlled. It's going to be activating you.
I am
You better
activated.
watch
I have been activated. I'm a sleeper agent.
it.
Um, I've accepted this. It's just yeah. I've started posting on QAnon boards. I'm waiting for Q
Yeah.
drops or whatever the hell they're called. Q tips. I don't know.
Q-tips, yes, they
Uh,
definitely missed an opportunity
they did.
with
Wait,
calling
it was
Q-tips.
right
I mean,
there. It was right there in their face.
yeah,
But again, you're looking for the slightest bit of cleverness and intelligence in the dumbest population. So,
yeah,
I mean, we're still talking. They still believe there's a satanic cabal of pedophiles running Washington beneath the pizzeria. I mean,
I mean,
well, how do you argue with that? No, no, there isn't. Which is that I I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know how you don't believe. Okay, that's what I don't know. I don't know how you, after all of this evidence and truth, Jason, truth, how do you not believe? I can't even say it with a straight face. Okay, whatever. You wanna keep your sheep eyes closed. You keep them closed. My eyes are open. All right, my eyes are open.
I don't want to be a sheeple. I don't want to be a sheeple.
That would be horrible. You know what that just made me think of? Sammy playing Goat Simulator. That if we were
I've got it.
true sheep, we should. That Goat Simulator game was so fun. It was so stupid and fun. You stick your tongue out to grab things, and you'd run around and ragdoll
I've
people around.
I've got the game. I've got it on Steam.
Oh my God, we beat it.
I've barely touched it. I've barely touched it because I got it in like a I don't know, like a bundle or something. We could play Goat Simulator one time.
We beat it, and
You can beat
it
it?
was hilarious. Yeah, we beat it.
Wait,
We beat.
wait a minute. It has like
Yeah,
it has a
yeah.
purpose.
You unlock. So there's different goat abilities. You get like a beefy goat where it's a super muscular goat. There's like a demon goat that you find that does certain things. There's oh yeah, and then yes, yeah.
I didn't know
There's
about
different.
any of this.
So we beat all of that, and then he's like, Dad, look, there's other goat titles, other goat. There's like other goat things that you can get within it, and there's Goat MMO, and it literally starts off like World of Warcraft, and there's quests, and you have to go kill like murlocs and collect murloc eyes, and then bring them back to the
Oh
guy.
my
Like
gosh.
really didn't care for it. He's like, no, this is dumb. This isn't like the other one. I was like,
You're playing Warcraft. That's why.
right. It was crazy, but it was really fun, and he got super sucked into that.
Hmm.
It was hilarious to watch.
I had No, I mean I had it. I messed with it. I didn't realize there was a game.
It's a
I
game.
just thought it was this thing that you could. It was like a sandbox, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
There's the achieve. I mean, I guess it's achievements, but by doing it, you're finding different things. I think, God, it was been a while. So I think there's little goat statues that you find. You collect those. So he was just working through, but then you collect the different types of goats. I feel like there was a goat that jumped really high, or maybe a low gravity goat or something. There was all kinds of just silliness, and that's just what the game was. It was just really dumb. You get hit by oncoming traffic, and your goat would just ragdoll around. He thought it was so funny. It was great. It was great.
oh, we could do Goat Simulator one time.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I have it. I've never really touched it beyond the first initial load up. Being like, ah, this is weird.
Yeah.
Um, and then I went on to play because I got that one and I got Surgeon Simulator at the same time.
Oh my god! Is that like an operation?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So back in the day, there was a game back in the 80s, 90s, called
Hmm.
Life and Death.
Called what?
And it was called Life and Death.
Ah,
It was a PC game,
yes, yes. I remember
and
that game.
there was Life and Death and Life and Death 2. Um,
Mm.
Life and Death 2 focused around the brain. So you
Okay.
would be doing brain surgery, and I mean, yeah, it was very dark humor because yeah, you could play it seriously, or you could just take a drill right into the person's eye and be like, ha ha, ha it's funny. Um, so I was like, oh, Surgeon Simulator would be similar. It kind of is, but it's definitely not like it's definitely not trying to be an actual simulator. Like, I mean, I guess you could play it seriously, but it doesn't matter because I mean, it doesn't. You don't have to do all the medication and stuff like that. What it is a physics-based controls. Um, you control finger and hand movements. Um, so and everything is a movement. Just the slightest button press will change how your fingers move.
Oh
It's
wow.
basically a VR game but without VR. So you pick up these tools and you have to you know saw into the person or break into them or whatever. And of course, I mean, there's no subtlety to it because the controls, like I said, they're all physics based. So you'd have to
Oh
have amazing control to be able to do anything with precision.
yeah.
Um, but that in itself is fun because, yeah, I had to, I was, I had to remove like some guy's lung or something. So I get the hammer and I'm just like hammering away like an idiot, like breaking his ribs and like the ribs are getting stuck everywhere. So I'm having to pick them out and
Oh,
fling them out. And then I go to get something off the table and I end up ramming my hand into like a bunch of needles. So the screen starts getting all weird. It's that type of game. Uh,
oh,
that could be amusing to play too, quite honestly.
yeah.
I didn't get very far in it because I ended up killing the guy, and
Yeah.
for some
I
reason.
mean, you start playing, the Muppet Chef or whatever. Hurry with the with those
Exactly.
ribs, just like
That's what it
tossing
is.
them
That's what it feels like. It feels like you're controlling a Muppet performing delicate surgery,
around.
which is the best description I probably ever heard for that game because that's exactly what it is.
That's so
Um,
funny.
so it's interesting. Very very meme focused, obviously, because it's you know I feel like most physics based games are made to be you know put into GIF format,
Oh
um,
yeah,
and that's fine. But that's an option too. Uh, we have lots of games. Man, we have lots of games we can
there's so many games.
play.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's so many games. All right, man. It's late. I
Yep.
gotta work tomorrow.
Yes. Get out of here.
This is fun. This is fun. I hope you feel better, man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, it's good.
and exposing yourself, allowing yourself to be exposed to not only Musou titles, but One Piece of all things.
Yeah.
One of the most expansive
Yeah.
series out there. Um, I'm not gonna. Like I said, I would love for you to get into One Piece, but it's like I don't even know where to start, quite honestly. To try to get you into that one, that's a tough nut to crack.
Boom.
Um, so anyway, have a good night,
All right, man.
and I will catch you later. Oh, I guess I should just sign off totally with everybody. I haven't. I'm still streaming. Um, from all of us at the taco, from Aaron and from myself, thank you for joining us. Good
Bye,
night, folks.
everybody.